So I'm going to now show you how to measure the collection angle when we're in TEM mode. So right now I'm in diffraction mode. So we're looking at a diffraction pattern on the GIF camera. The Continuum has a beam stop in some configurations. So we have a beam stop. So what we're looking at is a beam stop on the parallel kind of diffraction pattern for the silicon substrate for the device that we're looking at. And I have the objective aperture inserted. So the way that we can make this measurement, it's really quite straightforward. I'm in diffraction mode, and we can see from the image that I'm looking at that there is a diffraction calibration that has been done for the software, which is good for us. At the moment, it's in reciprocal space units, and we're kind of more interested in angular units, so we want milliradians. If we go to the microscope menu at the top of the software, and then if we choose the menu item, which is called Configure Calibrations, then we get this nice little dialog that pops up. If you look at the bottom right-hand side of this dialog, we're able to change the image calibration units for diffraction from reciprocal space to diffraction angle, which, if we want to measure collection angles, is really useful. So I'm going to change that to diffraction angle. And then I'm going to start the view again. And now we have something that's in milliradians, which is kind of helpful for us. So you can just about see the edge of the objective aperture. So remember, imaging mode, the collection angle is defined by the objective aperture. So at the moment, it's a 60 micron objective aperture inserted. The easiest way to make this measurement, I'm going to right click, bring up the little floating menu, and then I'll use an oval annotation and to kind of find where the edge of the aperture is. Okay, so that's my marker. I'll then use the line profile tool and draw through the center. Then just find the kind of the diameter. Okay. So the diameter is 30 milliradians. So half of that gives us our collection semi-angle beta. So the collection semi-angle is around 15-ish, 15, 16 milliradians, depending on how precisely I've made that measurement. Okay. So that's imaging mode. If we're in diffraction mode, we need to measure the GIF entrance aperture. So I'm going to retract the objective aperture. So let's write that down. So I'm going to pull up a script window. I like to do that to just have some notes in case I forget. So I'm going to say OA 60 micron beta equals 30.714 over 2. Okay, so that's my imaging mode collection angle. And then let's do the same for diffraction mode collection angles. So I'm just going to retract this objective aperture. And then, okay, so before we go and put the GIF entrance aperture in, I just want to kind of show you what the equivalent would be. So basically, if we don't have an objective aperture in, we kind of would say, let's go for the full, the biggest that we can see. So our collection angle here, if we go for the full image, so this is just kind of best case scenario, but it's potentially bigger than this. So 63. So, we're looking at with no aperture. beta equals minimum, whoa, can't spell, minimum of 62.696 over 2.